Okay, here we go. Round two. It's 2:30 and it is July the 19th, 2:30 p.m. Obviously, sun's shining, not raining. An amazing day in Britain. So here is one bucket of water, and here is another bucket of water, and here are the cans. 1, 2. Now AO, I've got about 2 inches of copper wire wound around in here. It's not soldered, but I can assure you if the contact breaks and breaks, I will notice it, because it snaps around. The needle will snap around. It's pretty obvious to me, or to any auditor or supervisor who's played around with broken leads. You might think it's a fake, but well, I don't give a shit. Okay, so the sensitivity is set halfway between 4 and 8. You'll see it's a logarithmic scale, so we can call it 6, whatever it is. This TA knob, I took it off and put it on again, and it's about 1.0 out. So the TA shows as 4.3. It's actually about 3.3. If you care, some auditor might care, but I don't. So now I've got dry hands. What's happening here? I'm just shaking the can to see if there's a loose connection. That's the left can. This is the right can. That's not loose. If I take my finger off, it snaps around, obviously. And it's not quite as smooth. I know the video is pretty good. Alright, so I've got dry hands. The TA is 3.3. Sensitivities, call it 6. And the needle's pretty loose. It's just FNing mostly. Alrighty. Now, I know from yesterday that if I dunk my hand in a bucket of water, let me just move this so I got enough lead free here. If I dunk my hand in a bucket of water, the TA is going to shift by about 1. I'm not sure about 2. I've got some towels. There's a limit to how many times I'm willing to get my hand wet. Which hand shall I use? I'm going to use my right hand. So I'll move the towel over here so I don't get too wet here. Alright, so I'm going to change the TA down arbitrarily to what shows as 2.5, so it's really 1.5. And now I'm going to dunk my hands and see if the needle comes on the dial. Well, okay, that's a good guess. Both hands are underwater right now. I'm going to waggle my fingers a bit. Wow, this is amazing. Now I'm holding my left hand constant, alright? You can't see my right hand, obviously, but it's completely submerged. Now I'm taking a forefinger off. I have a forefinger off the can. You notice there's hardly any change in the needle. Now I'm taking another forefinger off the can. I've got 3 fingers off the can. Now I've got 4 fingers off the can. I'm just kind of clenching it. Now I'm holding the can between my thumb and forefinger, and my palm's completely off it, and all the fingers are off it. And you'll notice that this doesn't make a difference. Now I've got all my hand on the can. See, it doesn't make any difference whatsoever to the TA. I'm not touching the can still. I touched the can briefly. Alright, my whole hand is submerged. Okay? And now I'm gradually taking my hand out. I've got about half my palm out right now. Now I'm down to the base of my fingers, half of my fingers, just my fingertips. Sorry, I moved my left hand. Okay, my left hand now fully submerged. Just my fingertips in there. Now I put my whole hand in. Okay, my whole palm is underwater now, just up to the base of my wrist. Now I'm taking it out gradually to the base of the fingers. Alright, that's out. I just got one fingertip in there, an inch of fingertip in there. And we're not on the dial. 2 fingertips, 3 fingertips. That's weird. I've got my forefinger and middle finger submerged up to the second knuckle. Alright? Now I'm just going to put my third finger in. See, it makes an incredible difference. Try my little finger. That makes an incredible difference. 1 finger, 2 finger, 3 finger, 4 finger. Wow, this is interesting. 1 finger, 2 finger, 3 finger, 4 finger. All right. I'm going to jack the T. I'm going to put the sensitivity up to 16 and stick some fingers in there. Okay, I pretty much got my right hand submerged in there. That's useless. So let's take some fingers out, so I can get the needle on the dial here. All right. So fingers. I'm going to have to change the TA a bit here. All right, so right hand is mostly submerged. Not reading much, is it? See, it's reading some. I don't know, it's reading a little bit. Definitely reading less. Oh, you know what? Alright, I'm not touching any cans now. I just have my hand in the water. So this does away. Let me move the can over here. Alright, I'm touching neither can. Both hands are in the water. So this does away with both the finger movement and the sweat. See? That moved. Yippee! AnonOrange is wrong. Okay guys, let's go have a beer.